Ever wondered what it's like to witness a real-life Grand Theft Auto chase?
Fired! He's fired!
Stay tuned, because we're diving into some of the most intense real-life police chases caught on camera. In Oklahoma, a routine theft call escalates into a high-speed chase that ends with a dramatic collision and gunfire.
Fired! He's fired! He's fired!
CNA beats Africa.
Two occupants in the vehicle.
There's three. The front passenger's trying to get him to stop. I can see her trying to grab the wheel.
Speeds are 45.
CNA beats Africa.
20 miles an hour, light rain. TVI. Who's involved? Dark.
Stop! 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 He just ran.
Despite the efforts of the police, the suspects managed to get away initially. They abandoned their vehicle and hid in the woods, trying to avoid capture. However, their escape was short-lived. Local reporters played a crucial role in identifying the suspects, which led to their eventual arrest.
Yeah, 10 for all. I'll do overlay. Taking second.
10 for, I'll do the same as soon as he gets up here.
312, go around me. 82 to 228. I copy. You guys are terminating and OHB has. Oh, wait, get crew take over. We'll leave one with them.
The coordinated efforts of the Sand Springs Police Department and the Oklahoma Highway Patrol were key in eventually apprehending the suspects. The use of tactical vehicle intervention and the shot fired by the officer were measures taken to try to stop the suspects and protect other officers and the public. In the end, the suspects were arrested, bringing an end to the dangerous situation. The involvement of local reporters in identifying the suspects underscores the importance of community cooperation in law enforcement efforts.
Okay, all right.
The incident began on April 12, 2021, when Georgia State Patrol Trooper Zach Pruitt spotted a 2015 Nissan Sentra speeding at 111 miles per hour on I-20 in Carroll County. Around 3:30 a.m., Trooper Pruitt attempted to stop the car, but Aaron Shelton, who was driving, sped away. During the chase, Pierre Shelton, sitting in the passenger seat, fired a rifle at the trooper's vehicle, disabling it but not injuring Trooper Pruitt.
CNA beats Africa.
This prompted other law enforcement agencies to join the pursuit. About 30 minutes later, Carrollton police officers, including Sergeant Rob Holloway and CPL Richard Cheatwood, took over the chase on Gumper 61. As the Nissan continued at high speeds, Pierre Shelton fired more shots at the officers. The suspects fled towards Villa Rica, abandoning their car and running into the nearby area. Authorities set up a perimeter to capture them. About 25 minutes later, Villa Rica police officer Chase Gordy was guarding the northern side when Pierce Shelton approached and shot him in the arm and leg. Officer Gordy underwent surgery and was released from the hospital the next day.
Yellow hoodie, he's floorboard.
6-6, back off of them, back off of them, back off. Let's see what they do. Dispatch, we're right here going 69 miles an hour. I'm waiting to see what we do. We're turning right on Bankhead Highway.
Shortly after, Carroll County Sheriff's commercial pilot license Jameson Trout and Deputy Jay Repetto responded to the scene. In a tense and terrifying moment caught on video, Pierce Shelton emerged from the darkness and opened fire on their patrol car. Deputy Repetto was hit in the arm, but both deputies managed to return fire, ultimately killing Pierce Shelton.
Just make sure we're backed off just enough, okay? I'm gonna try to turn on my scene lights. Dispatch, we are going about 90 miles an hour. We are coming up on Old Airport Road. They're hitting their brakes. I'm waiting to see what they're about to do. Chief went back off of them.
229, you got Granby Connor, you gotta worry about the pipes.
I know, but I don't want to get up here where they're moving around. I'd rather just go ahead and disable them.
Deputy Repetto was treated at Atlanta Medical Center and released the same day. The patrol vehicle showed extensive damage with at least 12 bullet holes in the windshield and several more in the hood. Aaron Shelton, who had run into the woods to hide, was eventually captured by the State Patrol's SWAT team. His defense argued that he was coerced by his cousin, but the jury did not believe this. He was convicted of multiple charges, including felony murder, aggravated assault, aggravated battery on law enforcement officers, felony fleeing and attempting to elude, and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Aaron Shelton is scheduled to be sentenced and is expected to face a mandatory life sentence due to the felony murder conviction. The Ohio Bureau of Criminal Investigation is still looking into the case, and further charges may be filed against Aaron Shelton. Meanwhile, Trotwood police are conducting an internal investigation to review the actions of their officers during the incident. This tragic event serves as a stark reminder of the dangers faced by law enforcement officers and the devastating consequences of violent crime. On January 8th, a dramatic and dangerous incident unfolded involving a pedestrian strike, a police chase, and a violent confrontation on US 35. Trotwood police released dash camera footage capturing their response to this chaotic event, which eventually led to a truck ramming two police cruisers. The incident began at the Voyager Village Mobile Home Park on West 3rd Street, US 35.
Solid 210. Suspect, he does have a long gun. He's got a long gun in the driver's seat. You guys be careful, he's got a long gun. He's going westbound on East 4 Expressway.
Trotwood police officers were called to the scene after reports of a pedestrian being struck by a vehicle. When officers arrived at the mobile home park, they noticed a white pickup truck driving away.
CNA beats Africa.
This truck was driven by 54-year-old James Skirvin. Authorities quickly identified Skirvin as the suspect and claimed that he had intentionally hit a woman with the truck. Furthermore, it was reported that Skirvin pointed a long weapon, possibly a gun, at the police officers as he drove past. Recognizing the threat, the officers immediately pursued Skirvin. As the chase began, the officers could be heard over the radio confirming that Skirvin had a long gun. The pursuit intensified as Skirvin drove erratically, weaving through traffic, driving on the shoulders of the road, and making sudden U-turns. This dangerous driving put many lives at risk and prompted the police to act quickly to stop him. During the chase, police deployed tire deflation devices known as stop sticks on US 35 in an attempt to disable Skirvin's truck. The dash camera footage captures the moment a loud bang is heard as the truck drives over the stop sticks. At this point, Dayton Police Chief Kamran Afzal stated that officers believed Skirvin fired a shot, further escalating the situation. The pursuit continued as Skirvin headed east on US 35, but then he made another U-turn near Abbey Avenue and began traveling west. As he drove west, officers fired their weapons at Skirvin, attempting to stop the threat he posed. The situation reached its peak when Skirvin's truck crossed from the westbound lanes into the eastbound lanes of US 35. The truck violently rammed into a Trotwood police cruiser and a cruiser from the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office. The Trotwood cruiser had an officer inside when the truck came to a stop on top of it, creating a life-threatening situation for the officer. Officers from Dayton, Trotwood, and Montgomery County quickly arrived at the crash scene. They approached Skirvin's truck with their weapons drawn and shields up, ready for any further threats. A Dayton police cruiser transported the injured Trotwood officer to Miami Valley Hospital for treatment. Meanwhile, officers removed Skirvin from his truck and began administering first aid until medics arrived to transport him to the hospital. In the aftermath, it was revealed that 3 people were injured in this incident: the Trotwood officer, James Skirvin, and the woman Skirvin reportedly hit with his truck. Gervin faced serious legal consequences, being indicted on 1 count of felonious assault and 1 misdemeanor count of domestic violence. Additional charges are expected once the Ohio Bureau of Criminal Investigation concludes its investigation. Finally, in Columbus, 2 teenagers in a stolen Hyundai lead police on a dangerous pursuit through city streets and construction zones.
Alright, he just slowed up, looks like he's making a U-turn, give me around. Then U-turn and climb.
On May 7th, a chaotic car chase involving 2 teenagers in a stolen vehicle took place, as captured by dash camera footage. The incident began when a flock camera system alerted the Whitehall Police Department about a car that had been stolen during an aggravated robbery. Officers from Whitehall quickly located the vehicle and followed it into Columbus, where Columbus police officers joined the pursuit. The dash camera footage, released on May 11th, shows the stolen gray Kia driving erratically through the streets.
Inside of this, shopping mall, back out on Douglas.
The driver of the Kia made sudden U-turns in traffic and even drove on the wrong side of the road, creating a dangerous situation for other motorists. As the chase continued, multiple police cruisers attempted to stop the Kia by striking it, but the driver continued to flee. The situation became even more hazardous when the suspect vehicle turned down a neighborhood street that was under construction.
Blow through here, go through it.
Take me eastbound.
See, I can't see. Got through all this.
Turn over when you head towards Harrisburg Pike here.
I can't see, bro.
The video shows police cars weaving through traffic cones as dust clouds filled the air. Construction workers were seen scrambling to move barricades out of the way to allow the police to continue their pursuit.
How did you make it? Ran it all over.
631-238, got
Are they agree on all in this place?
6315 in Riverbend.
The chase came to an end when a pursuing officer performed a pit maneuver, a technique used by police to force a fleeing car to turn abruptly and stop.
Get out, get out.
The maneuver was successful, causing the stolen Kia to come to a halt. The video then shows several officers with their guns drawn surrounding the vehicle. The officers quickly approached the car, apprehending both the driver and the passenger. The 2 suspects, aged 14 and 16, were arrested at the scene. According to the report, the vehicle had been stolen at gunpoint, adding to the seriousness of the incident. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest videos. We bring you the most thrilling and dramatic stories from the front lines of law enforcement.